I'm not angry, okay? I'm okay. I'm not angry.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, guys. So, I already know what you're gonna say. Why the heck are we talking about Derrick White? Derrick White is gone. He's not a Spur. Shut up. Get over it. What is wrong with you, Clint? And I have to say, bro, look, what can I say? I love me some Derrick White. And on top of it, look, I do want to kind of expand my horizons just a little bit. I want to talk about other teams here and there, man. Let's just sprinkle in a little something else. And I love an excuse to talk about Derrick White. So check it out. So I ended up tweeting this out in which I said, I've been yelling about how great Derrick White was since he was getting 5 minutes a game. And I got this response, and this is one person, okay? So I'm not blowing this up and acting like, oh, it was so many people. No. Like, Celtics fans are cool with me. Most Celtics fans, like, especially when I released that Derrick White song, like that Goodbye, it was a lot of Celtics fans retweeting it, and they really liked it. So go check that out, by the way. It's called Dear Derrick White. Just type in Dear Derrick White on YouTube, and you'll find it. Or my Twitter. Anyways, but that's besides the point. Okay, all right, yeah, enough of that. All right, so this person said, you're funny. When Derrick White was in the Spurs, you didn't say he was great, but now you see how he plays in Boston, and you tell people he's great. I'm assuming that's what she meant. Bandwagon. Man, if she only knew. See, this is why I'm not mad, because it's like so silly. It's a meme at this point how much I love Derrick. So like it doesn't matter, okay? I saw one comment that was so funny. Somebody like responded to her, and they were like, this dude literally has an unhealthy relationship with that man Derrick White. And I found that so funny, because it's kind of true. I got a problem. But anyways, that's besides the point. All right, I want to talk about this. So a lot of people are kind of going at Derrick White, especially after this last game, and people are saying it was a fluke. I saw that quite a few from like not Celtics fans necessarily. It was more so Golden State Warriors fans, and it came after that first game, that game one in which he had a splendid game, about 21 points, helped the team tremendously. And a lot of people after that game were like, oh, well, don't worry, he's gonna like go for like 2 for 50 next game. And the next game he didn't do great, but I mean, his entire team kind of sucked. I mean, Al Horford had 2 points. Robert Williams, 2 points. I guess you don't expect a lot of offense out of him. Marcus Smart can't have 2 points. You just can't have that. So I have no idea, what's going to happen in this series. Obviously, the Warriors are a championship caliber team. They were going to come back. That's just what's going to happen. But the one thing I wanted to talk about Derrick White in particular is that Derrick White, I do believe this. I think that if he manages to help his team win this championship, he will be regarded as a Celtics legend. And I don't mean legend as in like Larry Bird legend. I mean Celtics legend as in a Spurs legend like Boris Diaw, right? Like someone who isn't necessarily the most talented player on the team or isn't necessarily the one that just stands out. Honestly, he's going to be a guy that when he wins, or hopefully they win, hopefully the Celtics win. I'm going for the Celtics. If the Celtics win, he'll be regarded as their Boris Diaw. Like everyone will think fondly of Derrick White. Now, if they don't win, he'll just be another, decent player that they had that just didn't pan out, right? But I truly do believe that. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I think that this is going to be a very interesting series. I'm having a lot of fun watching. I haven't had this much fun watching the finals for like, I don't know, man. Like I just got so tired of those super teams. Last season was a good finals. This is a good finals. I'm happy. I'm very happy with the direction that the NBA is going in, and hopefully no more super teams emerge. Thank you, Kevin Durant, and thank you, LeBron James. But I really hope that it just doesn't happen anytime soon. But as it stands right now, I'm loving this. Derrick White, to me, is playing fine. And I think that he fits in perfect. And one thing that I talked about as well before is that when it comes to Derrick White, while I was saying that he was going to be great, I never once said he was going to be a superstar player. And the reason why I'm relating this, or I'm going to relate this to my Spurs, is because as it stands right now, I kind of view DeJounte the same way as well. Like, DJ is a really great player, or a really good player, right? And I will argue that, yes, he's one of the top point guards in the NBA. But when it's all said and done, I don't know if he'll be able to win a championship with the Spurs, especially if they built around him. The same way with Derrick White. I think that even though DeJounte Murray is a better player than Derrick White right now, I think DeJounte would need a team where he would be like the second or third best player on the team. And Derrick White is the type where he's going to have to be like the fourth best player on the team, right? And kind of be more of a X factor of sorts. So all I'm saying is I think that we have to keep things in perspective in where our team is right now. We don't have a Jason Tatum, okay? I don't even know if I'll go as far as to say that we have a not Marcus Smart. I was about to say Marcus Smart. Jaylen Brown. Sorry. I don't think we have necessarily a Jaylen Brown, and we still need a big that's as skillful as a Al Horford. So we got a few things that we have to work on and we have to build up. But just looking at the construction of this team, Derrick White is playing great, and people are starting to question whether or not we should have traded him, should he have stayed, and all. Don't question it too much, dude. The Spurs got so much out of it. It was a really good trade, and as it stands right now, I don't think either one of the teams necessarily won the trade. I think that it was very mutual. It was perfect, and both teams got out of it what they needed to get out of it. And Derrick White being on the Spurs, he wouldn't have led us to a championship. Okay, I'm sorry, Derrick White isn't good enough where he would have led us to a championship. That's not the case. He's just in a position that's just much better now. Okay, and when all that, let's be honest, with all that attention on Jason Tatum, that game one made it very easier for Derrick White to do his thing. Okay, if it was only Derrick White they had to focus on, the Celtics would be 0-2 right now. So just keep things in perspective. Let's not get a little too wild and a little too crazy about this. It is what it is. We traded him. It was a good trade. And let's just relax on that. But just want to throw these things out there because I just found this funny. And I was like, let's just do a video on it. Let's just talk about the Derrick White trade. Talk about Derrick White with the Celtics, what that means to the Celtics, and, you know, what it means for us. And I think that we can learn a lot from the Boston Celtics right now. So you guys let me know what you think. If you want to support the channel, only $2 per month. Link in the description, all that good stuff, whatever. I'll get with you later. Deuces.